you like to ask anything?
No.
No.
No, actually, I have a question. I'm doing some talking emotions.
So emotion comes naturally. We are not creating emotion. So if you are able to create emotion, we can create happiness. Instead of creating sorrow, why don't we create sorrow? If we are able to create emotion, we can very easily create happiness and good feeling. But we think we have to have good feeling, good emotion. But because of our expectation, the bad emotion comes. So it is not in our hand. It comes, it has some spontaneous response. Whenever somebody misbehaves with you, anger comes. In spite of your not having any anger comes. So after the arrival of anger alone, you recognize that you have got anger. So even before your recognition, the emotion comes. So after the coming and arrival of emotion alone, we recognize anger. It comes even before our recognition. It comes spontaneously. And we have no control over that. Afterwards alone, then we try to control something, this is not good and I want to be free from that. Or we have to safeguard ourselves that this kind of feeling will not come to me. And all the things we are doing. But whatever we are doing, it comes without our effort to stop it. And it comes that naturally. But we are helpless in that situation. With regarding to the emotion, we are helpless. And but at the same time, we are trying to do something. So actually, it is also a happening. The emotion is a happening. So in this way, the trying to control, the person who is trying to control, the personality is also a happening. As the emotion is a happening, the personality, the person who is trying to control, the person is also a kind of happening. And we have to, as we have to give freedom to the emotion, we have to give freedom to the controller also. So then there is nothing in our hand, give importance to that. So if you give importance to the controller or the work of the controller, then our struggling will go on. I have to do something, I should not do something. So everything will be permitted. So even you have to accept, even the controller, even the regulator himself is happening just like the other emotions.
Very subtle then.
No?
If it becomes subtle, then the emotions, they come and go by themselves, and the controller.
The controller also comes and goes naturally. So if you do not do anything with regard to the controller will also flow. As the emotion flow, the controller will also flow.
But where is this I that can do something about the controller, because the controller seems to be me. I don't need to control the controller by just let him flow, and so I don't see this action.
We need not even allow to flow. The flowing is there. Okay. You need not allow. Our allowings are not necessary. So here we have to understand we have no work there. So the very understanding that we have no work with related to the emotion, with related to the controller, the matter is over. Everything will go on its own. And we do not do anything. The mere understanding itself is enough. But for example, the controller, we think it is a permanent, it is a continuing entity. But actually it is not. Each and every moment, new control is there. New personality is there. New me alone is there. Because all me is created only because of our thought. If you do not have any thought, we do not have any controller, we do not have any me. So each and every moment, new thought alone can come. There cannot be any constant thought. So each and every moment, new thought alone can come. So whatever created by the thought, it also must be new, moment by moment new. As each and every moment, thought is new, whatever is created by thought, it also must be new. So, but we may think that it is a continuing because of our memory. Because the memory gives a link, becomes the old me and the new me. That is why we think that continuous me is there. Actually, there is no continuous me. This comes and goes just like our thought, because all me is created by our thought. If there is no thought, there is no me. So whatever is created by thought is momentary, and moment by moment it is new. Even though we are thinking, we are permanently staying there, we are permanently having some thing, it is not permanent. It may appear like that, but it is not permanent. It is also flowing. But if you give importance that I want to be free from me itself, if I want to be free from the emotion, then everything, we have some struggle within ourselves. So the very understanding, we have no work psychologically, either to set right our emotion, either to set right the me, that there is the problem. Otherwise there is no problem. Or maybe whether there is a problem or not, we don't bother about it. The understanding that we have no work in the area, in the place, it will look after itself. We have nothing to look after it. It will look after itself.
Actually comes, or what comes as well, trying to control this emotion. What will happen in the head all the time, don't.
And if you consciously support the controller, if your intellect supports the controller that your work is correct and you go on with the work, then only the control is very powerful to control certain things. If you do not give support intellectually, if you do not give support to any portion, either in the form of emotion or in the form of controller, the control, whatever they do on its own, they cannot prolong their work for more. So very soon they will stop their work. Actually, whatever comes naturally, the next step they will in the flowing state. Even though we understand properly, that does not mean that we do not have any emotion, we do not have any controller. Everything will come, but it will be in the flowing state. But if it stays permanently, the permanency alone creates problem. So if it is in the flowing state, it will not create any problem. It will not create any stress or any pain within yourself. So you can, if you allow everything in the flowing way, the flowing you can feel. In the flowing you can feel some relaxation also. So everything will be in the relaxation, everything will be in the peace. Only because of giving encouragement to do something, that creates problem, that creates pain, that creates struggle. That's the thing. Psychologically, no work is necessary. So you have to give up all our work. So our work is restricted only to the external world. In the material world, unless we do something, we cannot have anything. We have to do something. That is our duty, that is a must. But psychologically, that alone creates problem. So we have to keep non-doing anything, nothing to do. That here, smile, they will say like this, doing nothing.